In their quest to make America great again, they're making America alone. This is not the way that you treat a friend, a friendly nation, a democratic nation. You are not trying to build up friends. You want vassals. Europe was charging you 1.5% tariffs. You made it 0% tariff, and the president is saying, I've got the most beautiful deal in the world. What was the big deal in reducing 1.5 to 0? Korea, which had a free trade agreement, you went and put 25% tariffs on them. Now you have agreed at 15%. They were total charging you 0.79%. You took it to 0, and you're showing it, we have vanquished the Koreans. The Japanese had a total tariff weighted average of under 2%. You've taken it to 0%. India, if you take the weighted average tariff, we are at 4.6%. It is no big deal for us to bring it down to 0%. What we don't want, what you had to do when you took on the Chinese in 2018-19 and they stopped buying your farm produce, every year you had to put extra $30 billion of subsidies to your farmers. Again, that situation is reached because guess what? The Chinese bought a lot of Brazilian soya, Brazilian corn in January, in the January harvest. This harvest in the US is not getting picked up. The Europeans are not buying because they need a carbon certificate, which the Canadians are giving. So Canadian corn and soya is going to Europe. American is not going. You will have to subsidize, and you will dump it all in these complying nations. India has to protect its farmers. It has to protect its small dairy farmers, its fishery exports. Yep. That is what a fishery industry. That is the only thing India has put in. Second, a friend does not hyphenate you with a rogue nation, a failed nation, a terror sponsor where you had killed Osama bin Laden. 30 times President Trump has said, I called up both the countries and I held up the specter of taking away their trade, and they agreed to a ceasefire. On the floor of the parliament, our Prime Minister has said, I did not speak to any leader of the world.